Four, three, two, one. And I'm live, and that ain't no jive. Live and direct, coming at you. It's your man AM, Comics Most Wanted. Kind of hype. We gonna try to hit it and quit it. I ain't gonna do too much. Yeah, went to my first comic call today. Um, got to see the man Arthur Adams and do exactly what I wanted to. So I was real happy about that. Um, So yeah, let's start it off. Also got to meet Fred Williamson. I was trying not to be too much of a fan groupie, so it was just real cool. At first, he kind of looked at me like, "Hey, you ain't gonna say what's up, brother?" First time around, and then, but I was kind of, like I said, on the inside, I was like, "Oh my God, Fred Williamson! I should have brought my Black Caesar records or something." Dust to Dawn is what I really wanted to bring. But the next time around, when I was walking around, when I saw him the first time, I was just getting in. Really, I kind of wanted to take in the sights. Oh my goodness, dropping everything. That's not a good sign. Talk about my boy Comic 884. Okay, okay. So this is what I brought. Get the Arthur Adams stuff out the way first. This is what I brought. Because I pretty much knew. I think I brought like 10 or 11 books. To for him to sign to see if he could do that for me. And this was I brought these blank ones just in case, I didn't know what artists I would be running into. I never seen Art Adams really do any DC work, so he was the main guy I went there for as far as signatures or any kind of consignments or anything. So brought this one too, but I just brought them just in case. It's better to have them than not have them, right? So then I brought 10. I didn't know. I went by 10 because gosh, what is this thing doing? Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Okay, so I went by 10 because the last time I got a went to artist signing, which was Ron Lamb, he was doing 10 free ones, so that was just my marker. So I brought like 11, maybe 12 books that were done by Art Adams, but it turns out he was doing 4 for free. The fifth one in on starting at $5. So if you got, I got 5 and gave him $5. I didn't really want any more. These are the ones I brought. This is like 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I brought this one, X-Men Annual Number Red, Annual Number 1 Red, X-Men Red Annual Number 1. Excuse me. Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. I was gonna have him sign that, but then I was like, it's not really 11, and brought that for him to possibly sign. Um, this one I wouldn't have minded. Um, I was worried about not bringing a silver metallic marker because I meant to bring one. And then when I got up there, I saw him using one. But it turns out the guy in front of me had lent him, gave it to him to use. It was the guy in front of me. He was smart. He brought his pen. When I needed it, if he was going to sign this one. This is not a bad one to sign. Got Captain Marvel on the front with the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's kind of tight. And then this one with Gamora. So I think that's about 5 books. I decided not to roll with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 books I decided not to roll with. And these are the 5 that I did decide to roll with. Yes, sir. Put this back in the Mylight, right? It's kind of sliding around. Okay, there we go. Okay, so nothing major, but he did sign it. And the cool thing about Arthur Adams is that he dates his work all the time. So when he did this cover, it looks like it was, wow, either 7 or 9/25, 1984. I initially thought it said 89, but it says 84. So he did this in, so it looks like 7. So he did July 25th, 1984, it looks like. Yeah. And he signed it. So however many years that is, shit, it's like over 30 years, I guess. My arithmetic is off right now, y'all. Gotta forgive me. But yeah, that's really tight to see he signed it right there. And I was kind of thinking where I wanted him to sign, but just like I did with Ron when I finally got up to him, I'm like, hey, you're an artist, man. You know where to sign it. I wanted it to be totally organic. So he signed it here, and the cool thing about it, he signed it in purple instead of black. Now, if I didn't know if that was because of the colors. And, black's tendency to ink bleed through, and purple is just a lighter color, but I think it pops a little better because that's badass. I'm signing it right there. Got him to sign. He signed right here. My X-Men. Oh, I'm sorry. I should guys tell you. I don't think I said. This is long shot number 4. I did see. There's a lot of vendors there. I did see number 3 there, but that's not quite as. Number 3 is actually the first appearance of Mojo, but I decided to roll with something else. This is Daredevil number 38, which he did. I would love to have Marvel Team Up number 141. A lot of people don't know that, or that's an Art Adams cover. They give props to Mike Mignola for it, but it's actually Art Adams, and Mike Mignola's inking it, I believe. This is Art Adams X-Men Annual number 10. Oh, I don't think I said Daredevil 238. Sorry. Okay, X-Men Annual number 10. That Val. X-Men Annual number 12. I'm sign right there. Tadal. And the reason why I was going to get this one of the silver metallic foil in the first place is because of this one right here. Yeah, I was going to have him sign it somewhere, but he did just fine right in the logo. I'm not mad at that. So, yeah. First Gambit cameo. This is the one I really wanted him to sign, so I was really happy he signed that. Hopefully it gave it a little increase in the value, even though it's not Gambit's full cameo first. It is still his first, even if it's not his first full. It is his cameo. Okay, so uh, hold on. Here we go. I made a bit of a mistake. I did good overall, but it was a lot of books there and a lot of vendors, and I started to get not anxiety. There was a lot of people, a lot of bumping elbows, bumping shoulders, rubbing elbows with people. Just kind of started to feel a little cramped in there. Um, Not really overwhelmed, but it was like everything I bumped into this one vendor. First few I ran into, I really, wasn't my thing. A lot of golden age, a lot of early silver. Wasn't really feeling it. And then the more I got into there, we went to this one vendor, and all he had was this cool bronze, really, man. And I kind of got stuck with him. And before I know it, I'm, you know, bargaining and wheeling and dealing. Um, but I messed up. This for all the good I did, I made a little boo boo. I just kind of had a little fail. Now I initially got the second printing of this. I had this already, but when I got this because I thought this was the first appearance of Maniac. I found out later from the Key Collector website that it's not. But at the time, me being slightly overwhelmed, um, I went ahead and got this, thinking I forgot that it wasn't, and I just saw that this was the first printing, and know that I needed it because I am collecting the run from 789 to 800, which I already have. There's only a few missing. I was missing this one, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I grabbed this one for $10. He was really selling for 10-15, so this one I paid $10 for. Didn't really need it. Had I remembered that I didn't need to grab it right now, or you know what I mean, that there wasn't Maniac's first appearance, I wouldn't have got it. But unfortunately, I didn't remember at the time, so that's my fail for the day. It's not epic, but still a fail nonetheless. Now, if you guys know me, I'll make it. It's a key. If a key is part of a story arc, and the key is kind of like I have to reach at the moment, but I see the books, before and after. If it's part of the story arc, I'll grab it. Like I grabbed Amazing Spider-Man 362 and 363 first, and then I went ahead and grabbed 360 before I grabbed 361 finally. First, Carnage. I did the same thing with this here. I initially got this first, 255 of because I know it's Typhoid Mary, her second appearance, and then I got her third because it's part of the run. That's her cover appearance, and then I even got an issue that's a few issues later than that because she's on the cover again with a whole bunch of super baddies. So because it's the run, I know that day will come around to where I would finally go ahead, and today was that day. I went ahead and grabbed this Daredevil 254, first Typhoid Mary, finally. Super stoked to grab this. He had it marked for 25, but I grabbed it for 20, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Yeah. Yeah, pretty damn stoked. First Typhoid Mary, so now I got, my little run going, 254, 255 now, and 256. Go with the story arc. And a couple issues later, 259. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Happy to grab that. Got that there. And then this was real cool. Wasn't totally sure about it at first, but it's part of the trying to knock it back into shape because I accidentally knocked him over. I got this for, we'll say $10 because both of these I got this one and this one for um, yeah, no, it was that Spider-Man. This one and that Spider-Man that I didn't need for 25. So first, this was the one I got for 10, and that one was Spider-Man. But now, since I didn't need it, that Spider-Man's gonna have to be the one I got for 10, and I got this one for 15. So this is Avengers Annual number 10. Uh, y'all know what this is, first Rogue. So I was super stoked to get this for only $15 or 10, depending on how much I looked at it. Not bad condition either. It's kind of nice, as y'all can see. Not too major. It's not the greatest, but definitely the worst. If I'm being harsh and real strict, I would say a nice little, 7, maybe a 5, something like that. I would get it pressed first and cleaned a bit up, but I'm not mad at it. And then last but not least, the coup de grace, something I've been after for a long time. Um, yeah, I'm happy to grab this. My boy I went to the Comic Con with, he actually grabbed one too. He grabbed the 7.5 graded one after I grabbed mine. So I was happy to see him grab it. Uh, the guy had it marked for 50. I said, will you take 40? So I bought it for a minute, and he said he'll do 43 because I was prepared to do it at 45, and he said 43. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, so my boy actually got um, the direct edition. So this is the book where you want it because this was in 1983. I thought it said 85. But in 1983. 1983? That don't seem right. But whatever. Yeah, it says, I can't see if this says 83 or 85. This looks like it says 83. Yeah, so 1983. Um, yeah. Thor 337, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Really happy to grab that. Wish it was a direct market like my homies, because, like I said, after 1985 and after, we want it to be newsstand. So, unfortunately, still, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm just happy to have his first appearance. Maybe on my next copy, it'll be a direct market. So yeah, I'm in this haul at 15 minutes. Yeah, keep it short and sweet. Kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid. So yeah, that's what I got, man. I was super stoked to go to that hall. There's a lot of cosplayers there, but the experience was cool. Like I said, I got to meet Art Adams, ask him if he was indeed from Vacaville, where I'm from, and he said yes, he was here when it was really nothing. Um, yeah, it was just a real cool experience. Got to see a lot of cosplayers, a lot of happy, fun people. My kind of community. Got some cool books. Um, yeah, I had an awesome day of it, man. So, like I said, I didn't do too much. I came to do exactly what I wanted to do. Grab some keys, and I grabbed just that. Only fail I did really was that what you call it by accident, that Spider-Man. So yeah, y'all, all my best. Um, you know, like I always say, stay tuned in. Keep tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. It's your man AM Comics Most Wanted. Each one teach one. Tell your friends about me, and y'all stay hunting them down. All right. Peace.